What's going on, guys, and welcome back to our Surviving Java series. And today we are working on one of the zoo projects. The one that we're meant to be working on is the drown. Now, I can't remember, did we have to get a parrot? I vaguely remember a negative effect, and I'm fairly sure I was annoyed because I wasn't sure whether or not to take Peter or to go get a new one. I think I did agree to actually get a parrot, didn't I, to take on a project with me, which means we're going to need some seeds from somewhere. Where would I keep seeds? Oh, here's some. Okay, so I've sort of designed a, well, sort of, being a loose word, enclosure. So I've got a bunch of the resources set aside in order to do that. But first things first, we're going to go and find a parrot. Oh, great, it's night time. We've got bed. And sleep. Also, I've messed around with a bunch of my recording settings, so I've got more control over the audio, which means if my game sound is too high compared to my vocals, then I can actually edit in like post-production, as opposed to just having to deal with it and try to do a workaround on the fly with it. We're looking for a parrot. There's a blue parrot somewhere over here. Hold on. Where is he? I can see a blue parrot's head, and I can hear a parrot. Are you up there? There it is. Hello. Yay! Okay. Come with me. So we're going to go pick up the stuff, and then we need to clear an area in the jungle. So what we're going to do is just jump straight into a time lapse of me sort of clearing the area, building the actual enclosure, and then we can sort of move on to trying to get the drowned in there. Now, I don't know whether or not to go and attempt to get the drowned directly in there, or to just get zombies in there and let them turn into drowned. And then with a few of them, I can sort of give them tridents should I want any of them wielding tridents. Obviously, I don't want them whilst I'm trying to get them in there, but as like an after thing, I think would be a good thing to have like a few of them wielding tridents. Can you give a drowned a trident like after he's turned into a drowned, or will he not pick them up and like throw them? Something that I'll test out. If I can't give a manufactured drowned a trident to wield, then where's my parrot? There he is. Then I will obviously go out and capture a drowned, but rather than doing numerous jump cuts and whatnot whilst building it, I think just jumping straight into me building it would be the better thing to sort of save time. Let's grab some tridents here, and we can try giving them to the drowned afterwards. Where's our parrot? Where have you gone? Buddy? Buddy? Is he on us? Yep, he's on our head, somehow. Yeah. Oh my god. Some of the mods, like the textures, the fresh animations, make it so the parrot does not sit on your head correctly at all. Let's throw these guys in here. Let's pick up these boxes. And then we can jump into this actual building. It's going to take a good few hours because there's an absolute ton of work that he's doing. So I'll catch you back after it's built, and I can sort of walk you through my sort of design concept of it. Alright guys, so we are finally done with the core of the build. So initially I did just have the trident in the ground with like some sort of beach effect of it actually sticking out, and then a walkway going underneath one of the prongs, but I really didn't like the way it was looking, so what I ended up doing was building a sort of tower for it to go into, and I made sure that it was sort of ruin-ish. Initially I did go with just sort of stone bricks and andesite, but it didn't stand out against the greenery of the jungle like all that much, and I wanted it to be like at least something that you'd be able to see when sort of entering without it just looking like a sort of jungle monument. But I'm quite happy with the way it's come out, especially the trident. Initially I had it sticking straight up as well and it wasn't looking great, so I've sort of done it on a bit of an angle. And then we can go in and quickly have a look. I still need to do the pathway, but the pathway is going to take some time. We've got our parrot down here. He kept on getting stuck in the water, so I just made him sit down on the stairs. So in here we've got the walkway that actually goes all the way through here. And it sort of dead ends at the end because obviously we aren't having it go through. What I may end up doing though is actually having it continue through this way and then go around here and over to the turtle enclosure, and then have like a glass sort of viewing area here with another staircase probably coming up either side. So that way if we want to do any more sort of ocean exhibits, we can sort of just extend them, so that way they don't have to build a completely separate building, or me or Cloud don't actually have to build a completely separate building. We can just utilize the ocean that we got here, because there is still quite a few of the aquatic animals that we still need to get done. I know that Guardians is one of them, which is going to suck. But yeah, so now it's the case that we do actually have to try to get some drowned in here, which is not going to be fun. But what I want to do before doing that is I want to build some, oh it's getting to night time, I want to build some actual ruins. So I've got some random blocks, bits and pieces, as well as sea pickles for light sources to light up a little bit. And then I need to pick up the conduit that I've got down in order to, because I don't know if this one, like, because it's not the full tier one, I don't know if it can still damage the hostiles or not. But what I'm thinking of doing as well is I really like the backdrop. Oh, freaking dolphins. I like the backdrop of the kelp, but I don't want it being overpowering towards the front, so it's just going to obscure your view. But I do like it sort of covering up the glass that we've got at the back. So what we are going to do is actually mimic this side a little bit on the opposite side. So we want to clear all the stuff at the front. We're going to be using bone meal to replace some of the seagrass. We just want to sort of clear up a little bit of this kelp so we've got a better view around the actual enclosure. Let's do something like that. Awesome. And then we're going to want to pick up a whole bunch of this kelp. And then dolphins can continue playing with it. So what we are going to want to do, freaking dolphins, stop it, is just put a bunch of kelp around the outskirts. And have that sort of grow. There we go. And now I'm going to do the same around there. Hello, let me get that boost now. Thank you. So, same around here. Oh, I am going to actually have to block up this as well, because obviously we don't want our drown from like escaping the enclosure through the tunnel system. We want to actually be able to see them. So let's just do a bunch of random kelp placements. And awesome. So what blocks have we got here to play with? Have we got something to block up that area? Let's grab one of you. Let's quickly block up this cave section. This whole thing's going to screw me over now, isn't it? So let's just do that. Like so. And then probably a similar thing over here. Just to cover up the hole to stop the drowned from escaping. All happy days with that. I think they're the only sort of exit areas. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is build just a couple of little ruin buildings similar to what you find out in the ocean, and then put some sea pickles and use some bone meal on the blank areas around here just to get some more seagrass on the go. And then I'll bring you back once we're ready to actually bring some of the drowned in. Alright, so we've got a bunch of these ruins sort of dotted around. Mixing the mossy stone brick with the new tough blocks, because mainly I've not had much cause to use the tough blocks, and I thought they sort of matched the undersort water theme. And then we went around some bone meal as well as sea pickles, so once we lose our night vision it shouldn't be too dark. So we've got like sea pickles hidden around the place, because obviously I don't want them overly visible everywhere, but it should be enough to light up the place. We do actually also have the effect that because the glass goes all the way from the top, we actually have skylight coming all the way down the glass, radiating from the outer edges. So we shouldn't actually have too much issue with it being too dark, hopefully. It will really depend on what it looks like after I've picked this up and checked it from inside. Let me pick you up, just make sure I don't lose the actual conduit. And get you. I did accidentally break one of my ender chests as well, because I had the wrong pick, which I'm not overly thrilled about, but the amount of times I do that is the reason that I have so many ender chests on me. Okay. Each time I pick up my conduit, I end up with less and less blocks, which is really annoying. So we do actually need to now make a walkway from over here in the jungle to that area. So let's grab some of you. First of all, put you and you into there. Let's grab some random blocks. Do we have any trapdoors? And a chest. There's our wood shulker. Where is that wood one? There. Good looks. We should also have crafting benches in here. I don't believe that I've not put crafting benches in this one. And I would, but I've already sorted out our sort of shulker fillers and I forgot to include it, so it is done. Put you back into there, and then we're just going to want to make a very easy walkway. One that we can pick up afterwards. I also don't know what their roaming behaviour is going to be like. So whether or not they're going to move around the actual enclosure quite freely, or if they're just going to stick to the area that they are actually going to be falling into. So if they just stick to the area that they're going to be falling into, I probably want to stick them in multiple locations around the enclosure. If we do something like so. And I've got so much stuff, so I'm not overly worried about losing some blocks of it. So we are going to do the tactic of just getting zombies and letting them naturally change into drowned. If I name tag a zombie before it turns into a drowned, will it lose its name after it turns into a drowned? Or do I have to rename tag it? Is another thing I am unsure of. Let's grab you. So something like so, like so. X. get into night time. So the first ones... Oh crap, we still need to sort out name tags. But it is raining, so we can do one of these. So I should have one with name tags in somewhere. Not a lot. Okay. We also got a anvil anywhere. Why do I not have anvils either? God. 3 and... Okay. Okay. Well, I guess I have him be our tester. Come on, zombie. Wasn't really ready for you, but nevertheless, you can follow me out here. Look, we've got drowned in now. We've already made a home for him. That is very fortunate. Yeah. So if we name tag you, ow. God, these guys are going to be called such weird things. Okay, you can have a jeb. You're going to fall down there. Have we got any other naturally spawned ones? Okay, so the one thing I do want to test is to make sure that when he does turn... Oh, we've got another dude out there. When he does turn, that he doesn't lose his name tag. He's shaking. He's shaking. Come on, guy. I just need to see if you're going to lose your name. He doesn't. Okay, so we can do it this way. Awesome. So it's a case now of me just running back and forth grabbing some zombies. I'll probably need to grab some more name tags as well. There was a zombie somewhere around here. Not that one, there's one closer. Yeah. Wait, come on. Yeah, I'm just going to go run around, grab a whole bunch of these. I think I'm probably going to do it over the course of 2 nights. Because I'm going to have to run back and grab some more name tags as well. Because I've already got 3 more on me. So yeah, it's going to be something I have to do. I'll probably want around about 10 or 15 zombies in here. I'm not a fan of this creeper. Dude, come on. Okay. How did you walk off? Okay. Straight line. You should not be able to walk off. Come on. It's going to be a very slow and tedious process, this. You can have another jab. Ow. There you go. You go down to there. I've got these 2 dudes. Okay, I'll catch you back after I've got a whole bunch of these in place. Alright, so I've managed to get around about 15 or 16. And they are sort of just all dotted about the place. I did also get a zombie villager. And I wasn't sure if they turn or not. I don't think they do. He's like hiding right at the back. But I don't think he's turned into a drowned. He's just a zombie villager wandering around. Oh my god, that scared me. So we've got some baby ones, a bunch of adults. It wasn't too difficult. It was like, as I was dragging them, if you punch them a few times, and the sort of zombie horde mechanic, and you get more spawn. So it was relatively quick to actually get them in here. But what we want to try to do now is see if it's going to be a wise idea trying to get these guys holding tridents. I can see me dying doing this, so what we are going to want to do is probably grab a shield, and then where did I put the tridents in here? Okay, Like, it's bad enough, but we're actually wearing like all leather armor. So I don't know how bad this is going to go. I also need to make sure that I don't throw them my trident. So if we're able to get like one by himself. There's one. Okay, come down here, buddy. I just want to see if you're able to pick that up. You can. Can he throw that now? No, so it's just like a weapon that you can hold. Well, that's pretty cool. Like a docile trident wielding drowned. You can hold that one. Come on, come back over here. Grab your weapon. There you go. And then one, you. Come on, and I want you to come up here. Come on, you're so close. Pick it up. Okay, I don't think that guy can hold a trident. So, you've got a shovel. Uh-oh, they can throw the tridents. Arming these guys might not have been such a wise idea. Okay, so he's got one. Also need to try to make sure that they don't end up shooting each other. Whoa, okay. Oh, no, I did not. That's the exact thing that. Okay, you know what? I think two of them holding tridents is enough. I find, yeah. This area is going to be so dangerous for people like stopping by near the water. But we are going to have to break these blocks as well. Yeah. So yeah, oh crap. Let me tidy up this area. And after I tidy it up, we can head back to base to see what our next project's going to be. So yeah, I guess I'll catch you back at base. Alright, back at base. Let's start spinning the wheel. We've got our parrot back here as well, so what we can actually do is grab you, name him what we named all of our zombies. Let's do one of them. So, iZombie. And let's see where this one lands. Oh, I thought it stopped then. It was just hesitant. While this is actually spinning, what we can do is go and put the bot on in order to throw some stuff into our sorter we've got left over from the project. No. Thank you. /player. Let's get Steve on. Hey Steve. You now do your job. You. Ah! Enemy! I don't know why that scared me so much. Sai will probably be happy about that. I'm forever plaguing her with endermites whenever I use ender pearls. What are you? Why are you here? You shouldn't be a thing. Go away. You're the ones for our museum. You're for the witch hut area. And it's still going. Really? Now, between this project and the next project, there's probably going to be 1 or 2 weeks of no uploads because the Minecraft update, one that adds the happy grass, dropped last week. We're currently waiting for a couple more mods to update in order for us to update the server, but that will probably be done sort of in between now and when I next work on it. So I want to get the servers updated before I actually go ahead and start recording again. 8, so we're along this line again. Pretty sure it was on that line last time. Was it? No. Which one had the parrot on? healing, no sleeping, no armor, spider eyes. I think it was 7. So we're somewhere along here. If it lands on another zoo project, we won't do the zoo randomizer. We'll just re-roll to see what else we get. But what else? We got the cookie one on there. Also got a couple of the villager projects. 8. Oh, so 8 and 8. So we're all the way up there, which means we have to get her up.
Lovely jubbly.
Should be fine. Stop it. Ancient City project. Awesome. So that's going to be something that we work on next. Although, if we update in between this episode and the next one, you could be picked up. If we update between this episode and the next one, what we may do is just check out some of the new stuff in the next episode. So, because we didn't do the last update, we're going to have like double the amount of content than what we would usually have. That bat's got so much like massive ears, it's ridiculous. So there's like a bunch of like different new features and flowers, and a lot of it's more decorational in the first section, but then the second section adds the happy grass. I think the first one adds a bunch of variations to the mob, so a lot of different chickens, a lot of different cows, a lot of different pigs. I think all the sheep are the same, and then you've got like the cactus flower, the little yellow flowers that you get on the ground, the falling leaf particles. So it adds a bunch of sort of atmospheric and cosmetics, and nothing too like important, but I think we want to like sort of check out the happy grass thing, which shouldn't actually take us all episode, but we'll sort of, I'll work out a different project for the ancient city for our villager section, like another farm to put in there. And then we can see just how far we get into checking out the new content, see if we can do 2 in the same episode. But nevertheless, hopefully you have enjoyed today's episode, and hopefully I will catch you in the next one, and I'll be sure to have my phone on silent. So yeah, catch you in the next one. Bye bye.